Hi everyone. Hi Mirza. What happened? So hi guys, this is Sheetal Chaudhary, your accounts master teacher. So I welcome you all to Vedantu Commerce. We all are here for a better future. So how are you all guys? कैसे हैं आप लोग? How are you everyone? Hi Jagrati, Radhe Radhe. Hi Nishant, a very good evening. Hi Adi, a very good evening. मजे में जागृति आप बताओ. I am also good. Hi Priyanshu, hi Anjali, जय माता दी. Good, आप कैसे हो? एकदम बढ़िया आदि. So, wishing you all a very happy Ambedkar Jayanti. Make sure that life should be great. Your life should be great rather than long. Because अगर life अच्छी नहीं होगी तो जी के क्या करोगे? So life should be great rather than long. Hi Shreya, hi Arishka, a very good evening. Happy Gudi Parv Adi. So, I hope that all of you have now registered for vote. आप सभी अब वोट देने के लिए तैयार हैं क्योंकि ये सिर्फ एग्जाम नहीं है. This is a comeback. So make a comeback this year with Vedantu Online Talent Exam, which is V.O.T.E. Because this is all free. There will be no fees, no charges, nothing. Hi Ariba. So exam will be held at on 18th April now at 3 p.m. And by participating in a vote, you can get all India rank. Yes, I am live, Ariba. Also, you guys will be getting guaranteed scholarship from a pool of rupees 500 crore. Also, you can win exciting prizes daily or weekly worth rupees 1 crore. And the most amazing thing that you can get a chance to become CEO of Vedantu for one full day. Also, you can get a chance to go to NASA. Okay, Adi, so I welcome you to the platform. So, if you want to win all these exciting prizes, if you want to win mobile phone, watches, laptop, earphones, telescope, Kindle, then what you have to do is you have to register yourself for vote. So how to register? Foodie Banda, let me tell you how you guys can register yourself. So we have provided link in the description box below. Go to that link and enter your details like name, class, board and target. After entering your details, click on register. Once you click on register, your voter ID card will be generated, after which you have to select your voting days. So pick up your voting days, that on which day you want to give a vote. And then it's all done. You are now registered for vote. Hi Gaurav, class 11th commerce will be starting soon as now your boards are cancelled. ये 11th moving to 12th के लिए है. Yes, it is for those students who will be now coming to class 12. So guys, if you don't have complete information about vote, then you can either check out our website or you can download our mobile app for the complete details regarding vote. And also, if you are worried about the exam format, you are thinking that how the question paper would be structured, then let me tell you that there will be 3 subjects: accounts, economics and business studies. Every subject will have 30 questions. So total there will be 90 questions. Every right answer will give you 4 marks and every wrong answer will give you -1. And the time duration will be 90 minutes, so you will be getting total 90 minutes to attempt this paper. Namaste, Unnati. Now, if you guys don't want to participate alone, if you are hesitating to play alone, then don't worry, we have a solution for that also. So you can participate and play along with your friends. What you have to do is, you have to create your own squad. So go and create your own squad so that you can play along with your friends and you can win big and amazing prizes together. So those who have not registered yet, go and register yourself now, guys. Okay, so now coming on to the today's session, this is your schedule for today. After my session, you will be having 2 more classes at 8 p.m. of Aditya Sir of Mathematics and at 9 p.m. of Neha Ma'am of Business Study, of Economics, sorry. Hi, Sneha. Okay. So, as you all know, this is Class 12 Accountancy session and this is for those students who will be now coming to Class 12 from Class 11. And guys, if you are new to our channel Vedantu Commerce, or if you are watching this phase for the first time, then please take a moment to subscribe to our channel Vedantu Commerce and make sure that you like this video and you share this along with your friends. Also, if you want to receive the notes of all the upcoming session in the PDF form, then you have to join us on Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link are also provided in the description box below. Anjali, in 1 or 2 days last, we will be completing this chapter. On Saturday, we will be having on Friday maybe. So, once we complete this chapter, it will be completed by tomorrow. So, tomorrow is Friday, Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Friday, we will be having our mentee quiz for this NPO chapter. And from Saturday, we will be starting the new chapter. Hi, commerce student. A very good evening. So stay tuned for the mentee quiz, guys. On Friday, we will be having mentee quiz. That is going to be a very entertaining session. So now let's start this session and I hope that now you all are ready for class 12. So we are going to continue the same chapter, chapter number 1, Financial Statement of NPO. So today we are going to do fund-based accounting. Today we are going to do fund-based accounting. Now, before starting the session, tell me how many of you have watched the previous session? How many of you have watched the yesterday's session? Raise your hands, guys. किस किसने कल वाली क्लास देखी थी? Hi, Bhavesh. Namaste. So come on, tell me, किस किसने कल वाली क्लास पूरी ध्यान से देखी? Anishka, me, okay, Jagriti, me. Unnati, what वाला एग्जाम कैसे होगा? Furi Baba, it will be a practical question. There will be 90 practical questions. Anishka, Bhavesh, Shariba. Okay, so let's have a small recap. कल वाला recap करते हैं. Okay, so what is this? So in the previous session, I have told you this conclusion. कल वाले सेशन में मैंने आपको एक conclusion बताई थी, and in that I have told you that in receipt and payment account, in the receipt and payment account, we record all the receipt and payment. In the receipt and payment account, we record all the receipts and all the payment irrespective of their nature. In receipt and payment account, all the receipts are recorded, all the payment are recorded. It does not matter that whether they are capital receipt or revenue receipt, whether it is capital expenditure or revenue expenditure. Then in income and expenditure account, when it comes to income and expenditure account, in this account we only record revenue receipt and we only record revenue payment, revenue expenditure. So in income and expenditure account, we only record the items of revenue nature, revenue receipt and revenue expenditure. And in the balance sheet, we only record item of capital nature. So in balance sheet, we only record capital receipt and capital expenditure. No, Gaurav, it will be starting soon. So balance sheet में क्या record होगा? Capital receipt and capital expenditure. This was the conclusion of the previous session that I have already told you in the previous class yesterday. Now why I am telling you this again? Because today's entire session will be based on this. आज जो भी हम करेंगे वो इस पे based होगा. So today we are going to do fund-based accounting. Now what is this fund-based accounting? So let's see what is this fund-based accounting. What is the meaning of this fund-based accounting? Okay, Gaurav. So let's start this session, guys, without any delay. So first, coming on to the meaning of fund-based accounting. What is the meaning of this fund-based accounting? So let's see. It is an accounting method. This fund-based accounting, it is an accounting method or it is a practice that is followed for preparation of account in which funds available for specific purpose is shown. Now, when we receive general donation, it is a revenue receipt and it will be recorded in the income and expenditure account. When we receive general donation, it is revenue receipt and it will be recorded in the income and expenditure account. But when we receive donation or when we receive fund for specific purpose, when we receive either donation or when we receive purpose for specific purpose, they are to be recorded in the balance sheet under a separate account. They are to be recorded in the balance sheet under a separate account. And that is known as fund-based accounting. So what is fund-based accounting? Kuldeep, it is receipt. It is receipt. So, when these donations or funds that are received for a particular purpose, for example, they are the donation is received for organizing an annual function. The fund is received for organizing a tournament. So they are received for a specific purpose and they have to be recorded in the balance sheet. They have to be recorded in the balance sheet under a separate account. And that accounting method is known as fund-based accounting. That method is known as fund-based accounting. So what is fund-based accounting? It is the method or it is the practice that is followed for preparation of accounts in which amount available for specific purpose is shown under specific fund account. So specific fund donation, specific fund, they are recorded under a separate account, and that is known as fund-based accounting. From capital or general fund, the surplus was add less the deficit. That is not fund-based accounting, Nishant. Why general fund is shown in the liability side? Because that general fund, it has to be utilized for the objectives of the organization. So it is your liability to utilize that amount towards your objective. So it is liability. And also that money is received from the public. It is not your money. Fund है बाद में भी देना पड़ेगा. Why we make separate account for it? Because it has to be utilized for a specific purpose. It has to be utilized for a specific purpose, so you cannot combine it with any other donation or any other fund. Therefore, we have to keep it separate than others. So now, this fund-based accounting, it means the accounting whereby in this accounting, receipt of donation and income related to the particular fund are credited to that fund. For example, if there is sports fund, for example, if there is sports fund, so you will record the sports fund in the balance sheet on the liability side. You will record this sports fund in the balance sheet on the liability side. So let's make a balance sheet. This is your balance sheet. Liabilities, amount, assets, amount. Liabilities, assets. So these specific fund, whether it is tournament fund, whether it is sports fund, it will be recorded on the liability side. Commerce student, please give me a 1 minute to complete this. After that, I will be taking your doubts. भावेश, अगर आप कंबाइन कर दोगे, क्या आप कड़ी और दाल को एक साथ खा सकते हो? Can you have कड़ी and दाल at the same time by mixing it? आपको पता नहीं चलेगा कि कौन सी कड़ी है, कौन सी दाल है. You cannot eat two vegetables by combining it. So the two funds cannot be combined together because they have to be used for different purpose. They have to be used for different purpose. If you will combine both, then you will not get an idea. It will be not clear that how much amount is to be utilized for this purpose and how much amount is to be utilized for the other purpose. Bhavesh, please be practical. So, liabilities, sports fund will be recorded on the liability side. Now it is saying that, in the second point, it is saying that all the receipt of donation and all the income related to a particular fund are credited to that particular fund. So if you are receiving donation for sports fund, you will add it. Credited means it will be added to this fund. If you are receiving income related to sports fund, it will be credited to this fund. It will be added to this fund. And payment and expenses are debited to it. If there are any expenses related to this fund, then it will be subtracted from this fund. Yes, Ariba? So, if there is any specific fund or if there is any donation received for a specific purpose, it will be recorded on the credits on the liability side of balance sheet. Now, if there is any income or if there is any donation related to specific fund, for example, donation related to sports fund, income related to sports fund, so they will be added to this. Or if there are any expenses, so expenses will be subtracted. Now after adding and subtracting this, you will write down the final amount here. You will write down the final amount here. So this is fund based accounting. Unnati, I can't see the question. You can ask it again, Unnati. Now coming on to the next point. The next point is NPO maintain a separate bank account for each fund. For every fund, NPO will open a separate bank account because it wants to have a clear picture of the amount that is received for different funds. If we are having a common bank account for different funds, then we will not get a clear picture of how much amount is received for sports fund, how much amount is received for tournament fund. Therefore, NPO will have a separate bank account for each fund. How to remember all things? By practice, practice and practice, Unnati. It's okay, Chandni. Unnati, at first time it is very difficult to remember the name also. So you have to keep revising the things, you have to keep practicing the things if you want to keep them in mind forever. Anushka, it means we don't record sports fund in income and expenditure account and we will directly record in balance sheet. Absolutely correct, Anushka. The sports fund, it will be not recorded in the income and expenditure account. Even income related to sports fund, it will be not recorded in the income and expenditure account because it is added to the sports fund in the balance sheet. So income related to sports fund, expenses related to sports fund, they will be not recorded in the income and expenditure account. You will add it to the sports fund income and expenses will be subtracted. They will not go in the income and expenditure account. Then the last point is repeated, donation and income received towards that fund. Donation and income related to that fund are credited to the fund account, are added to the fund account. While the expenses are debited to the fund account, expenses are subtracted from the fund account. Yes, Ariba, it will be always given in the question. आपको क्वेश्चन देख के ही समझ आ जाएगा कि फंड बेस्ड अकाउंटिंग है. Once you will do 2 to 3 questions of this, you will get an idea automatically after watching the question. So this is the meaning of fund based accounting. The funds that are received for a specific purpose, they are to be recorded in the balance sheet, not in the income and expenditure account. अगर हमें कोई डोनेशन या कोई फंड स्पेसिफिक पर्पस के लिए मिला है तो हम उसको कहाँ रिकॉर्ड करेंगे? बैलेंस शीट में, लाइबिलिटी साइड. वो इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट में रिकॉर्ड नहीं होगा. और उससे रिलेटेड कोई भी इनकम या डोनेशन आएगी तो वो उसमें ऐड हो जाएगी और कोई भी खर्चा होगा तो वो उसमें से माइनस हो जाएगा. Unnati, I can't answer such type of question right now because it is out of the session. It is not related to the session. Huh? So this is the meaning of fund-based accounting. Now tell me, is the meaning clear to everyone or not? So is this clear to everyone? Yes or no, guys? KDS, okay. Jagriti, clear. So, now the next point is, which I have to explain you by being invisible. So, as I am saying you, we will record on the liability side. So this is liability side. I am only drawing the liability side as of now. This is liability side, this is amount. As I am saying again and again, first we will write down sports fund, then we will add income and donation related to it, and then we will subtract expenses related to it. So in the fund based accounting, you will first write down sports fund, then you will add income and donation, and you will subtract expenses. Now finally, when you will get your answer, this answer can either be positive or this can be negative. It can be either positive or it can be negative. So positive balance is also known as credit balance. Positive balance is also known as credit balance, and negative balance is also known as debit balance. After doing this treatment, your answer, your final answer can either be positive or it can be negative. So if it is positive balance, it is shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. Positive balance will be shown on the liability side in the balance sheet. But if it is a negative answer, if it is negative, then it will be recorded on the debit side of the income and expenditure account. So first you will find out answer in the working note, and if it is positive only, then it will be recorded on the liability side. If it is negative balance, if it is debit balance, then it will be recorded on the debit side of income and expenditure account. Ansari, I will be taking session daily at 7 p.m. So this is how fund-based accounting is done. This is how fund-based accounting is done. Now coming on to the categories or types of fund. Now coming on to the different types of fund. So this will be a little theoretical. The funds are divided into two types. The fund are divided into two types, restricted fund and unrestricted fund. The funds are basically divided into two types, restricted fund and unrestricted fund. So first we will learn about unrestricted fund, which is also known as general fund. First we will learn about unrestricted fund, which is also known as general fund. So as the name specifies, unrestricted, it is unrestricted, it is not restricted. So these funds are used to carry out general operations of business. These funds, you can utilize these funds for any purpose. They can be utilized for any purpose. So these are used to carry out general operations of a business. So these funds do not carry any restrictions. As I told you that these are not restricted. So these funds, they do not carry any restrictions with respect to its use. They can be utilized anywhere. It is also known as general fund or capital fund. So unrestricted fund, they are also known as general fund or they are also known as capital fund. No, Bhavesh, there is no trick. You have to solve it to find out that whether it is positive or negative. There is no trick for it. Hi Sudha, namaste. Hi Riya. So unrestricted fund, it is also known as general fund or capital fund. And in this we have to add the surplus or deficit of the income and expenditure account. We have already solved the questions of income and expenditure account. So if there is surplus, you will add it to the general fund, or if it is a deficit, you will subtract it from the capital fund from the general fund. So this is the first type of fund, unrestricted fund, which do not carry any restriction in respect to its use. You can utilize them for any purpose. Now coming on to the second type of fund, that is restricted fund. So second is restricted fund. As the name specifies, restricted. So they will have restriction on its use. You cannot utilize it for any purpose. You can only utilize for the specified purpose. So these are the funds, the use of which is restricted either by the management or by the donor for specific purpose. Either the management will specify the purpose, or the donor who is donating this money, that person will specify the purpose. So restricted fund, the fund in which the use will be specified, you can utilize it for the specified purpose only. Commerce point, there is nothing in the second point. The second point only says that it is also known as general fund or capital fund. Hi DM Gaming Zone. So what is restricted fund? These are those fund which is either restricted, the use of it will be either restricted by the management or it will be restricted by the donor. So these fund, they can be only utilized for the specific purpose. You cannot utilize it for any purpose. The examples of such fund are endowment fund, annuity fund, loan fund, prize fund, sports fund. So these are the examples of restricted fund. It means donation for tournament are only used for tournament. Yes, Anishka, tournament fund, it can be only used for tournament. You cannot use it for any other purpose. Now, these restricted fund, they are further divided into two types: specific revenue fund and capital project fund. So specific revenue means you can utilize it for specific purpose like tournament, like sports fund, and capital project fund means you can utilize it for the construction of capital work, for building fund, for any other capital project. So these are the meaning of restricted fund and unrestricted fund. Please take a minute to read all these again. You have to read these two again by yourself. So please take a minute to read these restricted fund and in unrestricted fund. So have you read it, guys? What's annuity fund? I will be telling it. Wait for 1 minute. हमारे स्कूल में फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट वाली बुक पहले करा रहे हैं. So it depends to school. Okay. So now I will be explaining you these examples, that what is endowment fund, what is annuity fund, what is loan fund, prize fund. तो इनके बारे में थोड़ा जानते हैं. Anishka, what was your question? So can we consider them as capital nature? Yes, these are capital nature. Yes, Anishka, you can consider them as capital nature. So first we have government grant. What is government grant? So it is the grant which is received from government for a specific purpose. You are receiving this money from government for a specific purpose. So this is again restricted fund because it is received for specific purpose. Now coming on to the next, that is endowment fund. Now what is endowment fund? These are the funds which arise from gift or bequest. You receive money as a gift or bequest. So that is what? That is endowment fund. Now coming on to the next, that is annuity fund. So what is annuity fund? Annuity fund, it is established when NPO organization, when NPO receives asset from the donor. You are receiving assets from a person with a condition to pay specified amount periodically to designated beneficiary or beneficiaries. तो आपको कोई पैसा मिला है, आपको कोई asset देगा. Suppose you are NGO, I am giving you an asset. So I am giving you an asset on the condition that you have to give the specified amount of money to a beneficiary regularly. So I will put a condition that you have to give 10,000, 20,000 to a specified person, to a designated beneficiary periodically. So this is annuity fund. What is bequest? Bequest is like legacy. You are receiving the property of the person who is now no more there. So जब किसी person की death होने पर उसकी सारी property NPO को मिल जाती है, that is known as legacy or bequest. Who is beneficiary? Beneficiary is the person who will now receive the money. जिसको benefit होगा, जिसको पैसा मिलेगा, उसको बोलते हैं beneficiary. So what is annuity fund? It is established when NPO receive asset from the donor with a condition to pay specified amount periodically to designated beneficiary or beneficiaries. Coming on to the next, that is loan fund. What is loan fund? So loan fund, it is maintained to grant loan for specific purpose. We are creating this loan fund so that we can provide loan to the public for the specific purpose. For example, we can provide loan for higher studies. So these are the loan fund. Yes, Diya. Capital project, Nishant, capital project means when you are constructing some hospital, when you are constructing some building, some office, so that is capital project fund. You have received the fund for the construction of some building, for construction of hospital, for school, so that is capital project fund. Is it now clear, Nishant? So these are the different examples of restricted fund. So all of these funds, they have to be utilized, they have to be used for a specific purpose. They have to be used for the purpose which is either specified by the management or by the donor. You cannot utilize it for any other purpose. You're welcome, Diya. Now, what will be the treatment of these specific funds? How will we record them in the books? So, I have already told you the treatment. Yes, Sakshi. Yes, you have to pay interest on loan fund. 11th के पेपर बिल्कुल होंगे. They will be offline. So now, as I have told you, the treatment of specific fund, you will record it on the liability side. You will record it on the liability side. So tournament fund, first you will record the fund, then you will add the income related to the fund and donation related to the fund. So अगर फंड से रिलेटेड कोई भी इनकम है या कोई भी डोनेशन है तो हम उसको क्या करेंगे, ऐड कर देंगे फंड में. So we will add the income related to the fund and we will add donation related to that particular fund. And if there are any expenses, that will be subtracted. अगर कोई भी खर्चा है, tournament expenses, prizes awarded, so if there is any expense, that will be subtracted. It's okay guys, Roshni and Sakshi, please focus on the session. टेंथ के बोर्ड्स थे वो इसलिए नहीं हुए, टेंथ के ऑफलाइन नहीं हो सकते थे इसलिए कैंसिल कर दिए, बट 11th के एग्जाम्स होंगे बच्चों. Why add income and expenses from those fund? Because these income are also of capital nature. The income related to that fund, they are of capital nature. They are capital receipt. So you cannot record it in the income and expenditure account. Na? Therefore, we add it in that particular fund. So first we will record the specific fund, then we will add income related to that fund and donation related to that fund. And if there are any expenses, so those expenses will be subtracted. So tournament fund plus sale of ticket, that is income, it will be added. Donation for tournament, donation will be added. Tournament expenses will be subtracted. And once you have done this treatment, if it is a positive answer, if it is credit balance, it will be recorded here only. But in case if it is a negative answer, if it is debit balance, it has to be recorded on the debit side of income and expenditure account. So अगर debit balance आएगा, अगर negative answer आएगा तो वो यहाँ record नहीं होगा. It will be recorded on the debit side of income and expenditure account. I am talking about income and expenditure account निशान, जहाँ पर सिर्फ revenue nature के item आते हैं, वहाँ दोनों नहीं आते, वहाँ सिर्फ revenue nature आते हैं. Anishka, negative balance is known as debit balance. Here your answer is positive, but if it was negative, it will be known as a debit balance. तो अगर आंसर नेगेटिव में आता है, then it will be debit balance. By solving it, you will get an idea that whether it is positive or negative. Right now, 74,000 minus 10,000, it is 64,000. 50 plus 20, 70. 70 plus 4, 74. 74,000 minus 10,000, it is 64,000. But in some cases, it can be 74,000 minus 80,000. So here the answer will be negative 6,000. So this will be recorded in the income and expenditure account on the debit side. Okay, gamer. Yes, Ariba, your working note में करना पड़ेगा पहले. Ma'am, this treatment show on the working note or balance sheet. You have to show this in the balance sheet also. You have to show this treatment in the balance sheet also. But first you will do in it working note, because if the answer is negative, then it has to be recorded in the income and expenditure account. So first you will prepare it in working note to find out that whether answer is positive or negative. मैम बट रिसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट में भी तो आते हैं ना, वहाँ तो आएंगे ही, यहाँ पर भी आएंगे. रिसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट में तो सब कुछ आता है, उसके बाद हमें इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट बैलेंस शीट बनाना है ना, तो हम उसकी बात कर रहे हैं. अंश मैम डोनेशन फॉर बिल्डिंग इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट में आएगा या बैलेंस शीट में? It will be coming in the balance sheet because Ansh, it is specific purpose donation. It is special donation. So it will be coming in balance sheet, not income and expenditure account. Yes, Unnati, if the answer is positive, then only it will be recorded in the balance sheet. So this is how we will be recording the special fund, specific purpose fund. Now tell me, is it clear to everyone? Yes or no? Sayyad, if the answer is negative, it will be recorded in the income and expenditure account on the debit side. Debit balance, negative balance in the fund account, it is to be debited to the income and expenditure account. This is the answer to your question, Sayyad. So I hope that this is now clear to everyone, fund-based accounting. So that's it for today, guys. Now your chapter is complete. Now our entire chapter is complete. So in tomorrow's session, we will be finally winding up this chapter with the comprehensive question. So tomorrow we will be doing comprehensive question of this chapter, in which we will prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet together. So stay tuned for the tomorrow's session. सब्सक्रिप्शन की भी लाइव क्लास लाओ जल्दी, वो तो ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो चुका है गेमर. सो नाउ टेल मी, हाउ वाज टुडेज सेशन गाइस? आज की क्लास कैसी थी? बढ़िया, अच्छी, बेकार, कैसी थी? शुभ रात्रि उन्नति. हाउ वाज टुडेज सेशन? Yashika, we have already provided the Telegram link in the description box below. Fabulous. Okay, superb, splendid, beautiful, badhiya, good. Okay, thank you so much for the compliments, guys. I hope that it was like balle. Sneha, thank you so much. So, start your preparation of class 12th with us, so that you can score good marks in class 12. So take Pro subscription if you want to score good marks, because in this Pro subscription we will be providing more than 2000 hours of live online classes. In this Pro subscription you can watch unlimited live classes of all the subject with us. Also we will be providing more than 10 plus teachers to you, having more than 5 years of experience. So highly qualified teachers will be teaching you, having more than 5 years of experience. And all these teachers will continuously focus on your weakness, on your areas of improvement. Along with that, we will also conduct regular series, test series for you, and we will provide regular assignments to you containing thousands of questions. And the most important thing, all the classes will be conducted in English only. So the actual price of this Pro subscription is 3,900 per month. But right now we are providing flat 10% discount to you, after which you have to pay only 3,510 for 1 month. So what are you waiting for, guys? Go and take your Pro subscription right now at flat 10% discount by using my code SCPRO, and I would love to see you all on Pro subscription. बिल्कुल कराएंगे गेमर, सैम्पल पेपर बिल्कुल सॉल्व कराएंगे. Also we are solving sample paper at 3 PM daily. So for upcoming sessions, notes, and for the sessions, you can join us on Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. So if you guys want to receive notes in the PDF form, then go and join this Telegram group Vedantu Commerce. The link are also provided in the description box below. And if you are new to our channel Vedantu Commerce, or if you are watching my face for the first time, then please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure that you like this video and you share this along with your friends. So that's it for today. Now see you all tomorrow at same time, 7 p.m. at same place. Till then, good night, have sweet dreams and take care. Thank you everyone for watching this session. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So please do provide a big thumbs up. So bye everyone. Thank you Anishka. Bye bye. Bye Jagriti. Bye Sayyad. Bye Sneha.